Hello, this is a Merc's second edition video, and this one is for, tips and tricks for Kesai Waza. Now, Kesai Waza have really only been made better. The only thing that's been kind of made worse is really the NUUUUKE, but it lasts longer and you've got more ways, you've got more chances of using it effectively. So yeah, if you want to go for a NUUUUKE build, you've got to take the... get into focus. Move the camera down a little bit. You've got to take the Dynamo. That's without question, because he carries a NUUUUKE. Leadership's always good, and he's not bad in a firefight. Got a bit of dirt on camera. He's not what they call the best, but he's pretty good. You could keep him out of line of sight, or you could put him in danger if you want to get some shots off, if you really want to. Now, you also want to take, and this is without argument, if you want a NUUUUKE build, you have to take the Observer, who actually fires the NUUUUUKE. Now, the Observer wants to be supported by someone at all times, so I would go for possibly the Spy, just to give the Observer some close combat edge, or the Sniper, so the Sniper can shoot some targets and the Observer can bound to the Sniper. The Heavy is always good, but chances are the Heavy will shoot the Observer as well, which is not what you want. So I'd say Sniper with myself, but that's just me. So if we're going for that build, we want, so them two is definite, that is a possible. Move that over a little bit. Another definite you want is either the Pathfinder, which is fast, got weak armor, but can decrease your opponent's armor failure roll, so they'll fail their armor failure roll much easily. But yeah, it's got a tactical laser like the Spotter has, which is they're kind of the same. They're kind of the same because, well, they're both pretty fast. Low armor. It's just the Pathfinder has got I Know the Way and Vital Systems, whereas the Spotter has got Marksman and Unnoticed, so the Spotter's more accurate, the Pathfinder's more mobile. So if you really want to go for a NUUUUKE build, you take them both, but that's just me, so that's my opinion for a NUUUUKE build. But again, that's just me. Another option you could have for a NUUUUUKE build is the wrench. Now, you want to get the Observer moving as much as possible. Having the wrench following around as much as possible will help immensely, because then you can keep tabs on him, repair the wrench, get him into position, fire the NUUUUUKE. So yeah, either take the Sniper if you want some defensiveness, or if you want to get the Observer where he wants to go, take the Monkey Wrench. So that's that for a NUUUUKE build. If you want to go for a Toxin build, it's kind of similar to the NUUUUKE build, where you have the Dynamo, the Observer. I'd go in this instance. I would go for the Pathfinder, because the Pathfinder can break armor easily. So that's them for firing. That's them for firing NUUUUUKE. The camera keeps turning. I do apologise. And then you also want, and this is just obvious because it's a NUUUUUKE build, the Demo. So I've just moved back into my old place. Well, I've for a couple of weeks, and I'm still getting used to it. Yeah, the Demo. The Demo, because toxin grenades adds more to the toxin effectiveness. Now, the next one, it's a little bit hard, but I would honestly go for the heavy. Because he can block off lanes. You have him firing at one place, your opponents can go somewhere else. And because two of these models have got semi-auto weapons, you can have them firing really easily and effectively. Plus you've got toxin grenades with the demo, which can block movement lanes off for a couple of turns. The nuke, yeah, you probably want to fire at someone, but if you don't fire it at someone, you could use that to block off a lane for a movement lane off for 2 turns if you want as well. So you do have a lot of options. Plus, if the observer is still alive once he's fired the nuke, which 8 times out of 10 I doubt he would be, the observer could get near to someone, negate them from getting cover, and then someone else can shoot at him. So you've got that. So that's a toxin build, in my opinion, anyway. Sentry build. Now, this is a odd one, in my opinion, but that's just me. This is all about standing still and just getting bonuses to your firing numbers. So you want the Dynamo because it's got leadership. The Pathfinder because of the tactical laser. The Spotter because of the tactical laser. And yeah, I'd say the Booster because of adrenaline. Now you have the Pathfinder assign tactical laser to someone. You have the Spotter assign the tactical laser to someone. Your choice. I think we can. Yeah, you can grant aim to someone else. Just checking, I'm sorry. Now, next, you've kind of got a choice here. You've kind of got a choice of the heavy, because of all the bonuses, you could apply the aiming bonus to the heavy and have his full auto setup just hurt a lot. You could have the observer. Yeah, that kind of be a nuke build, but you could have the observer move in real fast and, you know, bound all the time and block and stop people from getting cover. Or you could have, if you wanted, the sniper. With the sniper, it's a case of you're going to have to apply aim every turn with the sniper because you want that shot. I mean, you've got a load, so it's once every 2 turns, so it's a little bit. So, personally, I'd go with the heavy, but I'd say any of them 3 are good options to go for your 5th model. Now, that's just me. Now, my mate goes for the normal build of Dynamo, Pathfinder, Dynamo, Observer and Sniper. But in the last game he didn't take the demo and had instead the heavy because it's using the models from the 1st edition game, so it's the all metal stuff. The heavy works better now than he did. Yes, he's got less armour, but works way better. Now, Kesai Waza can do a lot of things. Their arm failure isn't great. No, sorry, their arm failure is not bad. Their repair's not great, but they can still move a little bit, so it's not really much of a problem. They've got a monkey wrench, which, you know, is always good. Repair armour, get out of there quick. The thing with these are, apart from the observer and the spy, none of them, and I repeat, none of them could do close combat. They are possibly the worst faction for melee. And that's saying something. I mean, yes, USCR has got speed working against them, but Kesai Waza has just got the fact melee is not their friend. If you're playing Kesai Waza and you're against someone like Kenvar, which you might not realise, but Kenvar's got really good melee. You are going to have to work really hard against them. Yes, you've got the bushido, but against someone who knows how to use melee really well, Kesai Waza has to really pull out all the stops, block them movement lanes off, maybe go for a toxin build, because you blocking off them movement areas is really going to help you. Plus, I mean, if you want to go for the straightforward, go forward and shoot sort of thing, I mean, you've got the booster, which has got semi-auto, you've got the wrench with the semi-auto, you've got the heavy, which is semi-auto, and can also deploy the turret the turn after if you want. You've got the dynamo, which is semi-auto, you've got the demo, which is a semi-auto. So, really, if you have the dynamo there, and, you know, I suppose if you really wanted to, you could shoot the heavy on them. You know, they make them really weak, but make them really accurate. You could do that. But yeah, the spy is alright in melee. Spy is alright. Melee 2, so -1 on the first turn. And -2 to your opponent's arm failure roll with the sword, which is pretty good. Or can break arm complete with the multi-tool. If you're going against Kenvar, I'd probably take the spy, because you want her to break the armour of, I don't know, say the assassin or the shock trooper or the spy, perhaps. You know, get in there, break the armour, just do it as much as possible, because I don't think you can repair it, can you? No. Oh, alright, no, you can't automatically break armour with the multi-tool. Oh, that's in another faction. No, sorry, my fault. But yeah, considering she's a bit better at breaking armour, against Kenvar, you might want to take the spy, and possibly because of the arm penetration from the Pathfinder, maybe take the Pathfinder, but his weapon ain't moving fast, so yeah. The thing with Kenvar is they are good. They are really good. They are a good faction for someone who not sure what faction they should buy to start with. Yes, they haven't got a medic, but that would work against them, because the bushido ability allows them to get a accuracy bonus when they've taken damage. So yeah, a medic would not be in their favour. Monkey wrench, yeah, monkey wrench is never a bad sign, never a bad thing. But yeah, a booster for this faction is just hideous, because I mean that in a good way, because adrenaline 2, courage rolls increased by 1, reaction increased by 2, and increase the attack roll by 2. Works for 2 rounds. So you give someone adrenaline. So let's say the heavy on his full auto needs 6s. You take the dynamo, needs 5s, and this is set in rip on every turn after. You need 4s, and if you do the tactical laser thing, he needs 2s. I'm pretty sure no other faction can do that so easily. I mean, you get the rear and flank shots, but I mean, with this faction, you could auto hit with the heavy if you really wanted to. Same with the sniper, really, but you know, that's just me. So yeah, against factions that aren't that mobile, this faction will do really well. Against factions that are melee orientated, or faction builds that are melee orientated, this faction will struggle a lot. against I honestly think this faction will do really well against EIC because of their low blood. You take the demo, you fire the nuke. EIC are not gonna like this. Are not gonna like Kesai Waza whatsoever. And I'm sorry for everyone who plays EIC, but that's just how it is. This is a faction, yeah, that does not like to see that will just kill EIC off dead. But that's just me. So put in the comments below if you think I've missed anything. But that's just my little video of what I think the little things you could do with Kesai Waza. And that's it for now. Goodbye.